Next step is to fold in the cheese.
What does that mean? What does fold in the cheese mean?
He folds it in.
I understand that, but how do you fold it? Do you fold it in half like a piece of paper and drop it in the pot, or what do you do?
David, I cannot show you everything.
Okay, well, can you show me one thing?
Here's what you do. You just fold it in.
Okay, I don't know how to fold broken cheese like that.
And I don't know how to be any clearer. You take that thing that's in your hand, and you...
If you say fold in one more time...
It says fold it in!
This is your recipe! You fold in the cheese then!
I can't think.
Oh my god, so you guys ew. What the fuck? Ugh. Gross. Anyway, just got this set from Savage Fenty. What do you guys think? Let me show you the back. Cute, right?
So this is a really interesting comment, and here's another hot take for y'all. Working out with only the intention of weight loss is fatphobic and can lead to unhealthy habits. Working out for health is good, and people can do what they want. Obviously, I'm not gonna tell people what they can and can't do. I don't care what you do with your body, but we need to remember that lower weight, being below obese or underweight, which BMI is a whole nother thing, does not equal health. It is zero indication of health in any way. To know if someone is healthy, you need to run a full panel of blood tests. You need to be doing actual checking of their body, because weight is not an indicator of health. Things like sudden weight change can be an indication of other health problems, but that's the problem, not the weight.
Girl in a straw hat with her arms out in a cornfield. That is a scarecrow.
Not everyone knows this, but you are allowed to request to not be told what your weight is or to not be weighed at the doctor's office, and that is fully within your rights.
Yo, my big people, hear me out. This past year, I got a new primary care physician, and he has been incredible. I've avoided the doctors for a long time because they say the same thing. You're fat, lose weight. You're fat, lose weight. This is what's happening because you're fat, lose weight. Even if it might be a little true or even mostly true, right? The fact is, we don't get listened to because they always lean on fat. So we don't get listened to. We don't get heard. So there's so many things that fat people are missing medicine-wise, health-wise, because doctors don't listen to fat people. They don't. My doctor today, I went to him for my back pain. He was like, yo, you should have came early. You should have let me know. He said, I can give you this medication to decrease the inflammation. Oh, I'm going to write you a prescription for an x-ray. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then he was like, you're going to do all this and come back in 10 days and let me know how it feels, right? He said, because I know how doctors are. The first thing they're going to say is lose weight, come back. He said, no, we're going to figure this out together. Man,
just a reminder that I am very fat and very sexy, and I am 100% glorifying obesity, and there's nothing you can do about it.
It was not okay that your mom put you in Weight Watchers in elementary school.
So not only did my mom do that, she did a little bit worse. Starting at the age of like 3, I was adopted. My biological mom is very much overweight. So starting at the age of like 3, to punish me, my mom would take away meals. Put me on super restrictive diets as early as 3 and 4 years old. And it caused me to put my stomach into basically permanent starvation mode because I didn't have regular access to food for 19 years. I had to get surgery to correct it to start losing weight. I have been massively overweight my entire life because my mother starved me to try to keep me from being overweight. She caused the issue by trying to starve me to avoid it. Don't fucking do this to your kids. Stop restricting the food of children.
Let's talk about celebrity weight loss. Some of you may have seen the Rebel Wilson swimsuit photo showing off her weight loss and what she has said about it, which is essentially, I'm so much better now. So, like a lot of fat people, I'm not gonna lie, I have big feelings on celebrity weight loss. I don't really have big feelings on Rebel Wilson's particular celebrity weight loss because I didn't like her before. But in general, it's something that has really hit me hard in the past. It's not necessarily about the weight loss itself, although it is really hard to lose one of the few role models and representations we've had. But that wouldn't necessarily feel like betrayal if it weren't for the way that they talked about it. Two of the celebrity weight loss stories that really hit me hard as a kid were Jordan Sparks and Jennifer Hudson. And the reason that it hurt me so much when I was so young was because that was the only representation I saw of bodies anything like mine as a really young kid growing up in the 2000s. I remember so clearly the day I read a People magazine in my dentist office with an interview with Jennifer Hudson about her weight loss. And in that interview, she said, I can wear heels now. Like, she was like, well, I could have worn them before, but now it's a whole different thing. Like, let alone that when you're fat, sometimes the only cool or like pretty feminine apparel available to you is shoes. And then I found out that I couldn't even legitimately wear shoes until I lost weight. It was also like she was demeaning her past self so explicitly. And in doing that, she was demeaning me and reminding me that I wasn't really living a life and my life wouldn't start until I lost weight. So when a celebrity loses weight, it does have a sort of trickle down effect. And it doesn't necessarily need to, because they don't have to talk about it the way that they talk about it. The way that's like, I am so much better now. And then, of course, a lot of the time they end up selling a diet like Jennifer Hudson with Weight Watchers or Oprah. And that's a harmful implication too, because it's like, you too can do it if you just do this program. When a lot of the time, they have resources that you don't have. They have nutritionists, dietitians, personal trainers, all this fancy stuff that like the average person might not be able to afford. It's also possible that maybe some of them had weight loss surgery and didn't want to admit that publicly. And there is so much shame and stigma around weight loss surgery. It is totally seen as like the easy way out. So I don't really blame them for keeping that to themselves, but I also think it's really harmful if they are. And I know a lot of them say like, oh, I'm just doing this for my health. I just needed to do this for me. Adele even said like, I want to be able to play with my kids more. Even though a lot of fat people actually are healthy and play with their kids. In fact, in this era, pretty much all celebrities say that their weight loss was for health. It's almost like health is the only respectable reason to lose weight in this day and age. Huh.